What's up guys, Blade Master here, going to be bringing you another interesting battle in Total War Rome 2. This is Unit Band Beta Round 1 Game 3 between Hannibal Bear and Guardian. Now, the reason I say this is interesting is because this is another game where one player was accusing the other player of not pulling through, of forest camping in this case. So pretty accusatory start to Unit Band Beta, which is not something that I really experienced in Unit Band EX besides the finals, which was a complete shit show. So this is the third game, and Hannibal Bear decided to take Massagetae on Alexandria. Now that itself is a very counterintuitive decision. Picking Massagetae, which is a shock cavalry only basically faction in a completely wooded map, which negates a lot of the bonuses that shock cavalry has in terms of speed and charge damage, is a very poor decision. The second poor decision that Hannibal Bear made is well, Guardian decided to pick Colchis, which itself is not a smart decision because Colchis can very easily be neutered by Massagetae even in Alexandria by banning Colchian nobles and by banning noble blood cavalry. But instead of that, Hannibal Bear decided to ban the two units that would not really make much of an impact in a forested map, which are the Eastern Archers and the Eastern Slingers. Now, Guardian, for his part, didn't really make the right bans either. He decided to ban Steppe Noble Lancers and Saka Noble Armored Lancers, which removes the ability from Massagetae to pop Draco, which would have otherwise removed the bracing bonus that Hoplites would get, and especially Colchian nobles in Hoplite phalanx, and also that 20 bonus or 15 bonus versus infantry that the Colchian nobles get. So yeah, both at least on Guardian side, this was a better set of bans. Now, eventually, what you're going to see, or what we're planning to see, or what Hannibal is telling us is going to happen, is that Guardian is going to completely camp in the forest, and this is not allowed according to the tournament rules. But this game is going to be a conundrum. When I first saw this game, I was in a pickle. I have made a decision, which is sort of tentative, and it might even change as I talk about this game, as I go through this game a second time. But bear with me, and maybe my decision will make sense by the end of it. So first off, deployment. No forest camping so far. Let's take a look at the builds. 6 total Eastern Spearmen brought by Colchis and by Guardian. He's also brought a total of 6 Peltas behind them. And he's brought a total of 6 Colchian Nobles. And it looks like that's it. He's not brought a single cavalry unit as of yet. Maybe he's brought some and maybe they're hidden. Maybe it's Maybelline. For Massagetae, he's brought a couple of Steppe Horse Archers and a Saka Cataphract Horse Archer General. He's brought a total of 3 Mercenary Amazonian Riders. Yes, okay. He's brought a Steppe Lancer with triple bronze chevrons. And he's brought a total of 7 Saka Cataphracts, which is a smart decision because a total of 8 of the same unit can be brought with Nomads under these rules. And he's managed to bring 7. I would have personally liked him to bring 8. Because 8, the more Saka Cataphracts that you can bring, the better, because they're basically the only unit that can win you the game at this point. Now he's firing into Eastern Spearmen, into the rear of Eastern Spearmen at the very least, which, I mean, it's not a great use of his ammo, but at the very least he's going to be removing a lot of meat shield units in the process. I believe Eastern Spearmen have pretty decent missile block chance. That being said, they will die very quickly to any sort of archer fire because of their really piss poor armor at 45, along with their terrible health at 45. So the Massagetae have a huge bonus in terms of long-range skirmishing power, but against an army like this, like a Colchian army, is going to be very well armored, especially when you have access to Colchian nobles, who have 105 armor, and the Hoplon shield, which gives them a 50 bonus versus a 50% missile block chance, I believe. But on top of that, he also has Peltas, which have the Turios shield and have 65 armor, who themselves have a 40% missile block chance. So all in all, it's going to be an army that is quite resilient to missiles. And the Peltas will do brilliant work against the Saka Cataphracts once they decide to charge in. For now though, everything is fine. No real forest camping going on. you are allowed to be defensive against nomad armies, in my opinion, because there's really nothing. If you try to be aggressive against a nomad army, you're going to lose. There's literally nothing that you can do if you're going to be aggressive. You have to stay defensive, and that, in my opinion, is an alright strategy. So for now, let's see. He's moving up with his units. Sorry, my mouse is kind of derping out. And he's firing in with his mercenary Amazonian riders. His Saka cataphracts, most importantly, his Saka cataphracts are completely out of the picture. They're so far away that there's no way that they can come into support, especially considering how slow they are. This is the first big mistake that Hannibal makes, I think, in my opinion. Hannibal has not put his cataphracts up here. What I would have done is keep my cataphracts as close to the enemy infantry as possible, because I don't have to be worried about his peltas, because they're super short range. So I can keep my guys in advantageous positions over here, not let my opponent find out about where my Saka cataphracts are. And if they do decide to be cheeky and start moving into the forest, I can easily charge in and get rid of 3 or 4 units, utilizing the forest to my advantage, and utilizing the fact that he's still in open ground to my advantage. So he's moving up with his Saka cataphracts now, a bit late in the game, but he's not moving the Saka cataphracts that actually matter so far. Meanwhile, he's still firing. At this point, remember, he still has opportunities to charge in with his noble horse archer, Saka cataphract horse archer, in fact, and destroy a couple of these peltas. He's using his steppe lances for that purpose, which is good. And the Eastern Spearman is going to come in to try and block that. So he's going to pull away, instead of charging straight into the Eastern Spearman and completely destroying them that way, and then pulling through and hitting the peltas. He's made a mistake. Steppe Lance is going to, at the very least, bait some javelins, but he's also losing a lot of his ammo by firing into the most worthless of all units, the Eastern Spearman. He's managed to remove 1 peltas so far, but for the most part, Guardian has kept to the forest. Keep in mind that if I do decide to change my opinion, or you know, for some reason, if I do find out that Guardian has been forest camping the entire game, then he will be disqualified from the tournament, and then Bear will progress. So Eastern Spearman charged at by Saka cataphracts. Good job. 1 Eastern Spearman down, 1 peltas down. So far so good for Bear. But if I was in his position, I would be slightly worried about the fact that I've lost a lot of my ammo on the most worthless of all units. Here, Steppe Lance is going to charge into Eastern Spearman, even though it's in the forest. It's fine because they're going to get destroyed. As of now, Guardian has kept to the forest, completely in the forest. So at this point, it looks like Guardian is forest camping. He's going to put all of his Colchian nobles into Hoplite wall, and then going to start fighting with his peltas. Here, the Saka cataphracts charge into one of the peltas, which is very good from Bear. And then he should pull out with the Saka cataphracts here, while the Eastern Spearmen try and chase after them. They're taking a lot of damage from the peltas, though. Still fighting in with the Saka cataphracts and the steppe horse archers. Honestly, the ammo that he wasted could really bite him in the butt right now. Saka cataphracts taken a lot of damage. This is why you don't want to do this. You don't want to charge 1 Saka cataphract in at a time. You want to get a complete charge from all directions at once, and that's basically the only way you can make proper use of any nomadic tribe. Peltas here so far taking a lot of damage from the Saka cataphract horse archers and stuff. Still 17 minutes left in the game. That Eastern Spearman is basically dead meat. You know what, let's go ahead and pause this and let me get you guys some eye candy. And get some screenshots in the process too. These guys are retreating, so they are really gonna they're really not gonna like this. So yeah, Saka cataphracts. Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, there we go. So Saka cataphracts going to destroy this Eastern Spearman. That's it for that Eastern Spearman. They're getting dangerously close to the peltas, and the peltas are taking good shots in on 2 of these Saka cataphracts. At this point, really should be charging into this peltast. Really, absolutely should be charging into this peltast. Is he going to? He's still caught somehow. He's not caught in anything. He's still attacking the Eastern Spearman in melee. But finally, he's got some attack orders issued on the peltas, and that's very good for him. Didn't get a proper charge in though. This peltas just is going to get wrecked by that Saka cataphract, looks like, but it doesn't look like it got a proper charge. Here, Saka cataphracts took a lot of damage, and the Eastern Spearmen are going to come in to support. this is good. This is much better from Bear. What he's going to do is, or sorry, I should just call him Hannibal from now. He's going to use this opportunity to rear charge this Eastern Spearman over there. Although this is just a huge opportunity for him to rear charge those Colchian nobles. Peltas though attacked in the rear, not good for them. Going to take a lot of damage. Even though it's in the forest, they're still going to take a lot of damage. Should come in for a second charge with his other Saka Cavalry. Some of them have been depleted so much that they're not going to do too much in the late game. I don't know why this keeps doing this. Why is it keeping on pushing me away? Why does it keep pushing me away? Is this a girl I'm trying to get with? I don't know. So here's Saka Cavalry. Okay, they've managed to waver and rout a lot of Peltas, and one Peltas is running away. So far so good. 141 kills, not a single unit dead. With the Saka Cavalry, they're going to rear charge this Peltas. So good so far. At this point, if he manages to rout all of these Peltas, which he really absolutely should, then this game is as good as his. I think he has nothing to worry about. He can just charge in, pull out, charge in, pull out, charge in, pull out. No matter how you know, boxy the Colchian nobles are, no matter how braced they are, charging in and pulling out of a braced Hoplite wall unit, the Hoplite wall unit is not going to do much against the Saka Cavalry. Charging in like this is not going to do too much damage though, because it didn't look like they got a proper charge at the end of the day. Expert charge defense will play a part though, because the Colchian nobles have expert charge defense. So that could mean that they will actually do pretty decently when braced. Colchian nobles general taking damage from the mercenary Amazonian riders, because I think they're firing into their rear. Yeah, they're firing into their rear. Very good job there. He should be popping heavy shot though. I think they... Yeah, he's popped heavy shot. Smart. So he's pulling out of the Saka Cavalry. The Colchian nobles have gotten 9 kills on them already. That's what even a bit of mismicro will do to you if you're a nomad player. And Colchian nobles slowly but steadily dropping to the steppe or mercenary Amazonian riders. It looks like he's lost all of his Peltas. Yeah, it does look like he's lost all of his Peltas. So far looking very good. I don't remember. I mean, I watched this replay about a week ago, so I don't really remember the specifics. So let's go ahead and keep fast forwarding. If this game stays the way it is, then I'm gonna have to give it to Bear. I'm gonna have to give it to Hannibal. If Guardian is going to just do this, because see, I have nothing against camping out over here. When you're against nomads, that's basically what you're forced to do. So that's fine. But here is where the problem comes in with unit ban rules. The first thing is, Guardian has simply used the map to his advantage, because this is the map that Hannibal picked, and that is a critical mistake by Hannibal. The second thing is, well, I don't really know. I don't know what the second thing is. Never mind. Maybe I think I had a second thing in my mind, but I completely forgot about it now. So here, the Saka Cavalry is going to charge into Colchian nobles that were not completely braced, it looks like. But these guys get 3 kills off the charge. I think that's just expert charge defense playing up. But still doing well so far. Here is a critical mistake. Why would you waste your mercenary Amazonian riders like this? Colchian noble is going to get a lot of kills for no reason, and you're dropping a lot of your numbers of your units that way. Saka Cavalry Horse Arch is getting a rear charge on some of these Colchian nobles. Saka Cavalry didn't do much against Colchian nobles. Still, all the Colchian nobles are in the forest. All the Colchian nobles. At this rate, the game's not ended. There's still 12 minutes left. But at this rate, I'm going to have to give it to Hannibal, because this is a clear forest camp. And yes, you can camp, you can defend, you can pike box. Well, you can't pike box initially, but you can spear box if you want with any army, as long as it's in the open. Both players are on average under regular rules. They're considered attackers. But if you're facing up against the nomads, then I can't blame you for wanting to be defensive. Still, Eastern Spearmen here dying. Colchian nobles general getting hit by steppe horse archers. They're not going to do anything against them. The steppe horse archers, I mean. And that is a huge mistake by Bear. Saka Cavalry horse archers, this is a much better use. Going to rear charge the Colchian nobles. I'm surprised. I guess they've used up all of their ammo. Not really sure. Yeah, they must have. Colchian Noble's general down to 92 men. The Saka Cataphracts not being used effectively at all. They get a charge and then they're left for at least a minute before they're pulled out. And they take so much unnecessary casualties in the process. That is why if you're not confident in your micro skills, you probably shouldn't be taking a nomad army in a tournament. But still, will the fact that Guardian has completely camped in the forest save Bear's skin or Hannibal's skin? Now we can see finally 2 Hippias Lancers that were kept all the way across and that were fighting up against some units, it looks like. I completely forgot about them. Who are these guys? Steppe Lancers? Oh, the Steppe Lancers got hit by Hippias Lancers, and now the Hippias Lancers are going to come into support. Again, the Hippias Lancers were also in the forest. Saka Cataphracts here just sizing up their opponents. Colchian Nobles not braced. I would charge in because they're not braced. They're going to take a lot of damage. Not with this Saka Cataphract though. I would hold off. Use some of my full strength Saka Cataphracts to charge into them. And let's put this in Saka Cam. Oh god damn it! No, I wanted to press. Ah, damn it! I pressed insert. Oopsie. Oopsie. Saka Cataphracts still getting so many kills here. Colchian Nobles is unbraced. They're still, I mean, they're braced, but they're not in hoplite phalanx, and that's going to mean a world of difference. These rear charges are ill-advised, though. The Colchian Nobles will take morale penalties from that, but that's not going to be enough to rout a Colchian Noble. One Saka Cataphract almost dead. Saka Cataphracts not being pulled out quickly enough. And that is the name of the game for that, and wasting his horse archers like this is the name of the game for Hannibal. Definitely a very suboptimal use of a nomad army. You can see Saka Cataphracts taking a lot of damage here, especially the fact that they're so heavy means that you need to pull them out immediately, because they take, you can see this turn speed for them because they're very slow. They're very heavy units. They're also very slow. So they take time to turn around. So once you topple a unit and put them down on the ground, you need to pull them out immediately before those units can get back up. Let's try round 2 of Saka Cam. Didn't really get a good charge in there. They're instead going to be chasing them off, but still get a decent number of kills there, I would think. Pull them out immediately, otherwise they're going to get they're going to get killed. Colchian Nobles steadily racking up the kills. Colchian Nobles are a suboptimal unit to face up against Cataphracts because they don't have cavalry counter tactics, and you know, they are pretty decent, but yeah, they're actually decent, but you never want a Greek unit to face up against Cataphracts. You always want a barbaric spear unit, which is why I think a Swaby counter to Parthia, especially under unit band rules, is very, very effective. Saka Cataphract horse archers so far done pretty decently. Generals done pretty decent. Hippias Lancers coming in, and they're actually going to do, this is a good job by Guardian. He's going to intercept the retreating Saka Cataphracts, and the Hippias Lancers are going to get a lot of kills in the process. So yeah, I take back my original statement at the start of the video. I don't think Guardian should be allowed to progress in this tournament, because it's very clear, like it is a very clear case of forest camping, and specifically the tournament rules prohibited forest camping. And I said that if you do forest camp, or if you break the rules in any way, then you're instantly disqualified from the tournament. Saka Cataphracts horse archers here getting a decent number of kills, but slowly but steadily the Massagetae are losing a lot of men, and this Hippias Lancer support is unbelievably crucial for Guardian. You can say he wasn't forest camping, but again the Hippias Lancers were in the forest the whole time, and they were used very defensively. I mean, yeah, you can say that they weren't, like, this constitutes an aggressive move. It is. But that doesn't change the fact that the entire rest of his army was in the forest, and that also doesn't change the fact that Bear used this army very, very poorly. To be quite honest with you, not very, very poorly, but certainly not effectively. Because even in Alexandria, if he pulled out his Cataphracts at the right time, he still could have won this. But at this point, it doesn't really look like he will be able to win this. There are Colchian Nobles 54, 74, 71, 34, and 88. And 2 full-strength Hippias Lancers, crucially. That is what is going to make Guardian win this game. Because otherwise, still, I would give the edge sort of to Saka Cataphracts. Sort of. Especially the way Guardian is using his Colchian nobles, not putting them in Hoplite phalanx immediately. Yeah, if it was only the Colchian nobles... Ooh, there's a full strength Colchian noble here. Yeah, there's no way that the Cataphracts can win this game. He should be charging in with his Saka Cataphracts right now. But he's not. It's going to take too much time for him to turn around. Again, that's exhausted super heavy units for you. And they're going to get cleanly charged by PLS Lancers who are going to get a lot of damage there. Or who are going to do a lot of damage there. 5 minutes 40 left. Now Guardian pulls out of the forest. He's still basically in the forest, but he isn't completely defensive. That is another thing to consider. He wasn't being defensive. He's instead moving in. So you can't really... Well, he's been in the forest for 99% of this game. And he's going to attack the Saka Cataphracts and then kill them off with one of the Colchian nobles. And to be fair, he's pulled out of the forest after the game is done, basically. There's only one. It looks like there's only one Saka Cataphract left at this point. And I'm not really sure how this game is going to go on for 4 minutes. If it does you know, stop at 3 minutes or like 2 minutes or, you know, before the timer actually ends, then this game has been desynced and I have to do this whole thing over again. Fuck me. So I hope it doesn't. Not really sure what's going on here. They were probably shit talking each other in the chat. I would be surprised if that was the case. Because there's absolutely no way a half-strength Saka Cataphract will be able to win out against those units. What are you doing? What are you doing, Bear? Hannibal, please. Where are they going? Going to the red line, it looks like. And boom. Tramples with his Saka Cataphracts. Game's over. Costly enemy victory. Yeah, Guardian clearly forest camped in this game. I'm surprised oh, that's probably because it was in triple speed. Yeah, Guardian clearly forest camped. And that is in the rules that you can't forest camp. So I'm going to give the go ahead for Bear to progress in the tournament. Let me know what you guys think. It's an interesting conundrum, but no matter who picks, even if Bear picks a terrible map like Alexandria with Massagetae, you still can't completely put all of your units in the forest. He didn't put all of his units in the forest at the beginning of the game, but for 95% of the game, he kept all of his units in the forest, and was yeah, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. But let me know what you guys think, and stay tuned for more. Hope this was enjoying. Hope this was enjoyable. Peace.